But you are an author. So
Yes.
this question is, as somebody who aspires to publish a book, how does the industry handle passionate young minds such as yourself?
What a beautiful question. Well, I feel very humbled to be a published author, and so the book is called To All the Dreamers. I would say that you really want to write about something that you want to continue to speak about. So don't just write about any flippant topic, but something that you want to be able to encourage other souls to keep on believing in, if it's a cookbook or if it's with your personal story and your testimony, to be able to write it in a way that you are passionate about. Have several editors, and don't settle for any publisher. Find out what their goals are and find out if they're going to be able to take you where you want to go. Because there'll be a lot of people that try to sell you on, well, if you just don't include this chapter, but that chapter is like the main, the essence of your being, then they're not the ones that God has for you. So definitely, I would say start writing now if that's your dream. Start dividing out, and honestly, I would challenge everyone in here, you should write a book. And the reason is because your life has such power, and the power of our testimonies, it really does transform other people's lives. And you can start. I'll just give you a couple tips if you did want to be able to start writing your book today, or maybe you're in the middle of it. But an easy way is just to be able to write out 10 different points, and then underneath those points, put 5 other points. So there's sub-points underneath the big topics. So what that is that's 10 chapters, and then that's 5 bullet points inside of that chapter. And so you just want to start brainstorming and dreaming of what could be inside of those 10 points. Maybe you come up with 20 different ones, and you're like, oh yeah, I have enough content for 15 chapters. Or maybe I can mush these together. But I think really being passionate about your topic is number one, and knowing that it's something that you're anointed to talk about and that you're prepared to have the world read and listen to. Because I think I get surprised pretty regularly, like, oh, people have
you
read
realize how
my
many
book.
people actually, you're like, oh, that's a lot of people.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, I did write that down. I did. Yep.
Going on the same topic with books and publishing and all of that, do you plan on writing another book anytime soon? And if so, what topics or ideas interest you right now?
I am writing a couple. Well, one is almost done, and then one's coming up. But it's a kid's book. The very first one is called Tales of the Call, and it was actually written by Ruth Harper. Have you guys ever read The Kissing Hand? It's about a raccoon. A couple of you? Yep. So it was a New York Times best-selling book. That illustrator she came to a calling conference, and she wanted to write a book. So she wrote this book, Tales of a Call. We have Mark Batterson. Have you guys read The Circle Maker? It's like a red book. Highly recommend it. It's pretty powerful, but he has helped endorse it. So we have a kid's book, and then also a book called Heaven's Imagination. That will be the next book after To All the Dreamers. So a little more about that topic of what our job title would be in heaven.
I think that is so cool. Props to you for doing all of that. That's so much work and energy that goes into it, but I mean, you seem to do it so flawlessly. So props to you.
Thank you.